So I picked this project up from a friend of mine last night. He was like, I know you're good with electronics and motors and stuff, so can you take a look at this for me? Maybe get it working. This is the foot pedal for it, which is pretty nice. I like it. It's real heavy duty. This is an older, it's SRC1, model SCR1. What I've done is I cut this off because this is the plug. This is old school. This plugs into here, and so I cut that off and just put a regular plug on and plugged it directly into the wall after I took it apart and cleaned the brushes and stuff and the rotor, and it worked. So I went out and I got a Harbor Freight router control module, and this is what we've got going now. That's on low setting. With medium, there's high, and then I guess you get off, and then you got full blast. Now there's a red wire. I don't know what it's for. I know I've hooked it up with the black wire, and it makes it go really fast and sparks start coming out. So I've got to study that a little bit more. But as it is right now, we have something that works. And this is the Foredom. I can't read the series on there anymore, but it's like the pedal. It said serial number 5870466, and it still works. So what I'm going to do is take it apart again and clean the contacts, and we're going to get new brushes, and I would put a little bit of grease in the back for the shaft here. And there's a little oil hole right here, and I just took some household 3-in-1. I'll give it another little shot, and that'll be good. Because it was squeaking real bad. The threads are beat up. And it does look reverse. There. And am I even getting this on film or digital media? I'm trying to aim this camera correctly. I know we have to probably oil this shaft up, but let's see how this works. And that's like, it's barely turning it. What I need to do is study about the red wire. I only electrocuted myself once. And then we'll hook up the final switch. This one's broken. The ground contact is, the screw broke on there for this one. So I've already electrocuted myself on the neutral side. Just unhook that, unhook this. We've got something going on. This can be lubricated. I think what I'll do is I'm going to check that red wire again. I'm going to take this apart. This is just our test plug. And for the ground, I got to wrap it on here for now. Come on. So it needs to be grounded, or it'll pop that grounding, that GFI over there. I was like, how come this thing keeps popping? It's because of the ground wire. So that's unplugged. Plug that in. Let's see what happens with this. always, this thing, I'm replacing it, man. It really pisses me off. It just pops all the time. Alright. Let's see what we've got with this. And that's got a lot more power. And look at, it's just like, okay, I'm getting, working good at low. Oh, and we popped it. So, I think that ground is, oh, it hit the white. That's why, okay. So unplug that. Take this off. I'll study, before I put the plug on, I'll go home and study about that red wire. Make sure we do it right the first time. A little screwdriver. Do that. There's that. This cover pops off. And whoa, that's a mess again already. Wow. Yeah, we're getting new, that's from the brushes. Whoa, that's like hot, man. Wow. And we're losing like little bushings. This comes off of here. Yeah, let's figure this thing out. I'm going to kind of grease the back shaft here. It goes in. I had that all cleaned up. It's a mess. These brushes might be old. I don't know if that's a thing or not, where they start to get too brittle or something. I'll take these out on the side. I had filed them back down to flat and put them back in. So what I want to do is like really polish this up again and smooth it out, because I only used a wire wheel on it. I'll just look up the brushes tonight. They're probably not very expensive. Is there a number on there? Not that I can see. So hopefully I got this in the shot. I'll be cleaning this up tonight again. I want that nice and smooth. We're using I actually was using some 100 on it. Oops, we can't lose these, man. That's gotta... There was a lot of gouges and marks, and it was unlevel. When I put it on the bench grinder wire wheel, it cleaned it up a lot, but it did make it wasn't really smooth. So going through this with the 100 grit oxide it takes down all the heavy stuff, and you just make sure you're going just in a circle like this to keep it all pretty much uniform the way it is. I know it's not going to be perfect, but it'll be.
Too bad it wouldn't fit in that little unit, man. Or I mean, it was going to be the same thing centering it. I didn't want to spend the time to find out whether or not it could do it. Right. I wish I'd have thought to zero it to begin with, but that was like 35 thousandths or so I took off of it.
Oh, I know.
Which is
cool.
Moderate amount.
Just clean out this.
Yeah,
this, okay.
yeah. I just use a razor blade back side of it.
Oh yeah. Black is hot.
Yeah, they just pass it right through. white is not neutral. That goes through the circuit board. Green is ground. You already know that. So there's actually only two. Well, yeah, still two windings.
So what's red doing?
Well, red was definitely a winding and to one brush, and then the white is to a brush. So yeah, they got two switches in there, so I got a feeling it probably switches in extra winding part way through. Although that wouldn't be stepless, would it? But interesting. Yeah. What's that, Rick?
Checking the commutator.
Yeah, they're all kind of uniformly black. Oh, it's got quite a slant to it. That slant could fuck it up too.
Maybe that's from me.
Just oops, if we have the meter up here, we can see it.
So you go like that.
Just make sure we got. Yeah, my probes. I don't know. I gotta clean these babies up. Every time I use the meter, I gotta. That's about where it usually settles in. Huh, no, there's absolutely nothing in there to already be something. You know, between them you'll have something. You'd want to. Could be you got an open one too. You'd have to look around and see how they're actually wound. Which isn't always super evident. But yeah, there's nothing to ground, so that's and there already would be, it wouldn't matter. Because you see it's only like 3 ohms per winding, so you'd have something. I guess I gotta get the. Oh fuck, we got the same damn problem.
Oh really?
4-jaw.
Oh, it's 4-jaw.
Yeah, and plus it won't go in the.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, that's too bad.
Is it alright to just plug this in and see how it works?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
You already did a pretty weird job on this, like I told you, I turned the wire down.
Oh yeah? When it says Bridgeport on that, does it mean Bridgeport, Connecticut?
Yeah, that's where they were made originally. That one was, let's put it that way.
Yeah, this one was.
The new one's Bridgeport. Yeah, just a test.
I went ahead and I hooked it up to the foot pedal again, screwed around with that, and it did not work, although it had electricity going all the way to it. I could find it with this, and I checked each individual wire, and they all had electricity. So I went back and just hooked it up with the black wire, and having that turned over at the machine shop really made a big difference. So I'm going to recommend to the customer that there's not much sparking going on now. I'm going to recommend that he gets the foot pedal, but for now you can use it just like this, and it's fully adjustable. I don't think we're going to get that good low end torque, so I'm going to practice with some tools. We'll do a little simulation. We've got this hung up here. I'm not going to spend too much more time on this variable. It takes a little bit, huh? I have to lubricate this thing. Alright, open wide. Here we go. See how much if it bogs down. I'm going to inscribe onto the cabinet. High speed.